Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the most wonderful time of the year for us beauty lovers. If you are unfamiliar, this only happens 2 times a year, once in the spring, once in the fall, right around holiday time, where Sephora puts their entire store on a discount. So it depends on what kind of tier you have with their rewards program. I can start shopping on November 5th, which I think is the day I'm gonna post this video, and I get 20% off. I know that right around this time, I watch a ton of videos like this so I can get ideas on what to purchase. Of course, I always have a wish list, which by the way, I posted my wish list video a couple of days ago. I'll also link that down below for you. I pulled together all of my kind of favorite Sephora products for the year. Some of these are oldies but goodies, but most of them are products that released this year, so newer products to share with you guys. If this isn't enough for you and you want more Sephora, I have a whole entire Sephora playlist that I will also link down below for you guys. Okay, we're gonna start with makeup, but I also do have some skincare and some hair care as well. The first thing I wanna tell you guys about is this Too Faced Teddy Bear palette. I'm a big fan of Too Faced eyeshadows. I think they're pretty decent quality for the price. They are a little bit more pricey than, you know, drugstore palettes, but they're much cheaper than your Natasha Denona or Charlotte Tilbury. So this Teddy Bear palette is the perfect color scheme for this year. I feel like brands went ham with like nude pinks this year, and this definitely falls into that color story range. And it's a cute gift too if you're looking to give to, you know, somebody. And then I also have Natasha Denona, the queen of eyeshadows. Her eyeshadows are the best if you're looking for the best of the best. She has a bunch of eyeshadow palettes. Her VIB palette is one of my favorites. It's the best neutral, warm, brown palette. This one came out not too long ago actually, and this is that same pinky. This one's a little bit more pink maroon, I would say, color story. I've been using this like crazy this year, you guys. Absolutely crazy. Ever since I got it, I pretty much use it every single day. You can get a pink look out of it. You can get a maroon look out of it. You can get like a taupey brown look out of it. It's very versatile. This is her midi size palette, so it's in the $65 range instead of the $100 range. And then I also have a Tarte palette in here. So this is in the same price range as Too Faced, where they're kind of like that midder high end. This came out in January of this year, so I've had this the entire year. I really like it. Again, it's that pink color story that the brands are just eating up this year. I am all about it. I love it. I love pink, like this kind of pink eyeshadow. I tend to use this palette a lot in the spring and the summertime because of the pinks, but you could definitely get a good neutral brown look out of here, or even like some purple looks in here too. I threw one more eyeshadow palette in here as far as palettes go, but I do have some little single shadows to share with you too. So the Urban Decay Naked 3 Mini. A lot of people didn't like this palette. I think people just thought that it was released years later than it should have been. Whatever, I don't care. So again, you got your pink cool tones. This is a spin-off of the original Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. It's just smaller, more compact, easy for travel. The colors are great, good for everyday wear. Again, I tend to pull for this one quite a bit. Highly recommend. Okay, so as far as single shadows go, I actually like to use single shadows on days where I'm trying to get ready super duper quick. I feel like they're just easy, especially if you use the right ones. And these Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, I've been a fan of them for years. You guys know that, but this year she released her Pillow Talk shade. It's beautiful. It's in that Pillow Talk pink, the pink tone that everyone is loving this year, and I am so glad that everyone is loving it this year. So it's beautiful on the eyes. I feel like it would work on every single skin tone. It's that whipped cream texture with a little bit of dimension to it, so you can very easily get a one shadow look with it. You can put it on with your fingers or a brush. And then stick shadows are also something that I am a huge fan of. You guys know that. So Laura Mercier released I'm getting tongue-tied here. Laura Mercier released her rose gold caviar sticks pretty recently actually. I picked up 3 of the colors because I love them so much. I think there's only 6 in the range, so I got like half of the entire collection. So these are all different tones and shades of rose gold. So here is Bed of Roses, Wild Rose, Kiss from a Rose. Again, all shades of rose gold. So Bed of Roses is a little bit darker. Wild Rose is more of a champagne. And then Kiss from a Rose is kind of like a purple taupe rose gold. They have sparkle in them, but they're so nice and easy to use, especially like on your lower lid. if you're somebody like me and you like to just put a little bit of color there, these are perfect for that. Let's talk about eyeliner here really quick. And I tried a lot of eyeliners this year. There's a couple on my wish list. I tried out the Patrick Ta eyeliners, which were just meh, by the way. I fell completely in love with the Too Faced eyeliners. These are called the Killer Liners. These might have came out last year, but I think it was early this year. You can see I picked up almost all the shades. There's definitely a couple I don't have, but I have most of them. They have a lot of different browns. If you're a brown eyeliner fan, I'm wearing Killer Caramel on my waterline today, on my lower waterline, and then I'm wearing the black one on my upper lash line with my falsies. But I have the purple, the cream, the black, the espresso. I mean, they're so good. The packaging is adorable. It's that millennial pink that we all know and love. It's like a plastic instead of a like a wood, but you can still sharpen it, so it's a pencil sharpener. They're creamy. They smudge really well with a smudge brush, but then once they dry, they stay put. They're super pigmented. As far as mascara goes, I have had this, not this exact tube, but this has been a favorite for well over a year. I'm pretty sure I talked about it in my 2020 favorites, but the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara, nothing compares to it, you guys. I try mascaras all the time. I get sent a lot of mascara in PR, and some of it's good. Don't get me wrong, some of it's great, by the way, but none of it beats this one right here. It's a tubing mascara, so it kind of coats your lashes with a tube of product and it creates like an extension effect. It's super satisfying to take off. You just kind of like pull it off with water and it just comes off in your hands. It's the weirdest thing, but it doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, it stays put all day, and I really like it. I think this is the last eye product I have, and it's an eyebrow pencil, so I'm kind of boring with my eyebrow products. I tend to stick with what I know and love. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, the Benefit Goof Proof or Precisely My Brow, but Huda Beauty released a brow product this year and I thought I'd give it a shot. I do really like it. So this is called, what is it called? The Balm Brows Micro Shade Brow Pencil. I have the color 2 Neutral Blonde. It is the teeniest, tiniest, most itty bitty brow pencil you will ever find. It is more microfine than any other brow pencil I have ever seen before. You can definitely use it to fill in your entire brow, but I think you would blow through the product if you did that because it is so tiny. There's not a whole bunch of product in the tube. But what I like to use it for the most is, like I was just doing, this front part of my brow right here. So you can create some little natural hair flicks right there. Or if you're using a really waxy brow pencil and you're having a hard time filling in your brow, sometimes going into like those gaps or spaces with just a little one like this to create natural hair flicks is what you need, and this is perfect for that. Okay, so when it comes to face products, I was kind of boring this year. I stuck to my powder foundation. Nothing new this year. I really like the Fenty Beauty Powder Foundation, and also I rediscovered the KVD Beauty Powder Foundation. Those are the two that I really like, but they're not new. I've had those for at least a year or two, so I didn't want to talk about them in this video. But I did discover or rediscover some other kind of face products I want to tell you guys about. So this Urban Decay All Nighter Primer is not a new product. I'm definitely sure it released like a year or two ago, maybe 3 years ago. It works so well under powder foundation. So if you're having a hard time finding something that your powder foundation sticks to, maybe try this one. This is my second tube of it. As far as like a setting powder or an under eye powder, I mean, I suppose you could use this as an all over face powder. I discovered this, the Dior Powder No Powder. Game changer, you guys. This is so stinking good. I have the color 0 here. I originally thought it was gonna be a little bit too dark, but I think it's perfect for my skin tone. This is such a multi-purpose useful powder. I use it a lot when so if I am messy with my mascara and I get mascara all over, I'll go in with a Q-tip and, you know, wipe it off. And then inevitably, I need to kind of fix my foundation or my powder. So I will go in with the Dior Powder No Powder and a little tiny brush and kind of touch it up. And there's something about it, it almost like airbrushes your skin. I don't know, it's so cool. If you're somebody who has to wear a mask when you go out, and then when you get home, you take off your mask and you're like, great, my makeup is all messed up. Putting this on those spots where your mask rubbed off your makeup, it fixes it. If you find that your blush is too heavy, your bronzer's too heavy, your lines are too weird, it's just, it's so good, good, you guys. As far as setting spray goes, this definitely, I think, came out at the end of last year, but I've been loving it. You can see it's almost gone. I actually have a backup already purchased. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This has been the best setting spray I've found for mask wearing. I mean, inevitably my foundation almost always rubs off on my nose, but it really does help the cheek area. I also use it to wet my beauty blender if I forget to wash my beauty blender, or my brushes if I need a wet brush, or just to refresh my makeup throughout the day. It smells like flowers and I absolutely love it. Last face product I'll tell you guys about is this Hourglass Concealer. Again, not really a brand new product for me, but definitely like a holy grail. I have not been able to find a concealer that's better than this. It's so stinking good, you guys. I'm pretty sure it's called the Vanish. Yeah, the Vanish Concealer. I wear the color Silk. And you only need a teeny tiny bit, you guys. I'm talking dot, 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 and you are good as far as under eyes go. Blend it out. It's so super thin, but so super full coverage. Okay, let's talk about cheeks here for a minute. So this is Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm. What is this? I thought it was called Glowgasm. I guess it's called Nudegasm Face Palette. Is a more recent release, probably around August this released, and as soon as I bought it, I fell in love with it, you guys. It is a bit pricey. I think it was like $75. It's Charlotte Tilbury, but that's why you gotta grab it during the sale, get your 20% off. So this has two bronzer shades in it, a lighter one and a darker one. I tend to use the darker one more for contouring, and then two highlighter shades, but this one is definitely a darker highlighter meant for darker skin, but I can get away with using it as a blush because I am so fair-skinned. So I used the heck out of this. In fact, the embossment on the blush is almost gone because I used it that much. There's no glitter, there's no shimmer, there's just a really pretty sheen to the highlighters, and then the bronzers are completely matte, and I think that they look absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's talk about blush while we're at it, right? So Pat McGrath finally released some powder blushes for us. I picked up two colors. I just pulled one out of my drawer. This one is the color Flirtatious, I think. They're really hard to open. That's my one gripe about these, is the packaging kind of sucks. So yeah, this one is the one I was wanting to pull out, so I'm glad I got this one. It's the more pinky nude one. It's a matte finish. She does have a couple that have more of like a sheeny satin finish, but this one is the matte finish. I like matte blushes the best. I like nude pinks the best, and this is perfect. So the embossment is beautiful. The powder is nice and like finely milled, and it blends into your skin really good. This Bare Minerals Blonzer in the color Kiss of Pink has strangely been a go-to for me. I pull for this all the time over some of the other blushes. It's probably one of the most used products in my collection this entire year. And it's meant to be a bronzer and a blush all in one. I use it as a blush because it is so light. There's 3 different shades in this one. This is the lightest in the collection. I've thought about getting the medium toned one, but I'm really not too sure. I like this one a lot, so I don't think I really need to go out and buy the medium one. It's an absolutely beautiful blush. There's no glitter, there's no shimmer, there's maybe like a sheen. It's mostly just matte though. I just like the color, and the formula is really nice too. This is a newer purchase for me. You guys talked me into this. You told me about it over on Instagram. I can't believe I had never heard of this before, you guys. It's a Tarte blush in the color Party. This is a Sephora exclusive product, so you can only find it at Sephora. Definitely pick it up if you're a fan of like these nude pink blushes. This one is perfect. It's beautiful. It is a fan favorite. People love it. I think I like it more than Exposed, which was my previous Holy Grail blush, which is kind of like, gasp, how? That's a good one too though. That one's more of like a plum mauve. This is more of like a true nude pink. The Amazonian Clay formula is really nice. It really does last 12 hours on your cheeks. It blends beautifully. It never looks patchy or heavy on your skin. It just looks so, so nice. And then this is a cream blush. I really started getting into cream products this year, although I'm looking down and I don't have a whole ton of cream products to tell you guys about. But this is one that I have really liked. It's the Hourglass Vanish Blush in the color Loyal. I have 2 colors of this. Again, I just grabbed one. One of them is more of like a pink nude, and the other one I have is more of like, this is the other one that's more of like a peach nude, I guess. So they look like lipsticks. They're not, they're blushes. So the way I like to put them on is I will kind of dab them on my cheeks, and then dot them out with a dampened beauty blender. They blend beautifully on top of powder foundation. I've never had a problem with it messing up my foundation. If you're scared of cream products, a stick product like this makes them a little bit more user-friendly, less intimidating, I suppose. So yeah, I mean, look at how beautifully they blend out. And it just kind of looks like a powder. Okay, let's talk about some lip products and then we'll move on to skincare. So I have 2 lipsticks here to tell you guys about. The first is the Bite Beauty Power Move lipsticks. I was a huge fan of the original Bite Beauty lipsticks, and then they discontinued them and they kind of went like MIA for a couple of years. They're finally back and they are better than ever. They have a matte finish. They smell like vanilla. This is the color Praline. It's just a really pretty pink nude. I mean, are we shocked that that's the color that I picked up? But the finish is really nice. It's a very nice, comfortable matte. So if you're somebody who doesn't like matte lipsticks because they dry out your lips or they look weird or they look cakey, this is a really, really good way to go. If you're definitely not a matte lipstick fan, you're more of like a sheer shiny lipstick fan, these Fenty Beauty lipsticks, this is her Slip Shine Sheer Shiny lipsticks. I'm pretty sure I talked about these last year too. They came out last year, but I got a new color this year. This is the color Glazed. Again, a pinky nude. Let's not act like we're surprised, right? So there it is. You can see the drastic difference as far as like a matte lipstick is more pigmented, more opaque. This is going to be more of your sheer lipstick, but honestly, I tend to reach for sheer lipsticks a little bit more. They are just more comfortable to wear, right? They're less fussy. Matte lipsticks, you inevitably have to touch up throughout the day, but the sheer ones you don't. I have 2 lip glosses to tell you guys about. So the first one is by Kaja. This one is in the color Milk Tea. These are just really nice. There's not much of a scent to them. I'm not even going to swatch it because this color, you can't really see it on my on my hand, but they're not sticky. They wear really nicely. They remind me a lot of the Dose of Colors lip glosses, if that's something that you're into. There is a tiny bit of pigment. It's just this one is not the right color for me to swatch on my hand because it matches so perfectly. These are really nice. They have a little kit that comes with 2 of them that I think would be a really cute like stocking stuffer or gift idea. And then if you're looking for something that has a little bit more of a plump to it, these Hangover RX Pillow Balm lip treatments, they wear like a gloss, they feel like a gloss, they don't really have a sting, but they do have a minty scent to them. So they released a bunch of different scents and flavors this year. There's a banana one, there's a watermelon one, there's a chocolate one. This one, the original, is my favorite. I do have the banana and the chocolate one too. I've gone through 2 tubes of this already, or 1. This is my second one. It just makes your lips look and feel so nice. No stick. As far as lip liner goes, I find myself going back to this same lip liner over and over and over again. I feel like it pairs so well with all of those nude pink lipsticks that I find myself wearing all the time. So this is by the brand Lawless and it's in the color Pink Sand. It is just a beautiful nude pink. And it's not too warm, it's not too cool, there's not like a blue undertone or an orange undertone. It's just, I don't know, it pairs well with all of those lipsticks that I tend to wear all the time. It pairs well with the Bite Beauty one that's right next to it. It pairs with everything, pretty much everything that I wear, this works well with, and it's nice and creamy and it doesn't like get out of your lip lines or smudge throughout the day, and it's really nice. Okay, let's talk about skincare really quickly. I'm gonna try to get through this as quick as possible because I know this video has already been super long. So I really only have 2 skincare brands to tell you guys about. I have a lot of favorites, but these are just the ones that I use a lot more frequently than the others. So Dermalogica has been a good go-to year over year for me. Their daily microfoliant is a really good daily exfoliator. If you're looking for something that's not going to tear apart your skin because it's like a physical sand or a chemical, you know, sometimes like I'm pregnant so I can't use chemical exfoliants, this is your really good kind of happy medium. It's a powder. A really good chemical, and is it called chemical? Yeah, chemical SPF or mineral SPF. So this is the chemical SPF, is the Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery. This is an SPF 50. It is the highest SPF I have found for my face so far. It has a really nice cosmetic scent to it, so it doesn't smell like your typical SPF. I just really like it a lot. I can't use it right now because I am pregnant, but as soon as I'm not pregnant, this is definitely the SPF I am going back to. I just love it so much, and it has a pump, so it's really easy to apply. There isn't like a flashback or anything like that. As far as face wash goes, so the rest I have Fresh Beauty products. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Fresh Beauty. Their Rose line is so good. I'm gonna get into it here in a second. But as far as face wash goes, this Fresh Soy Face Wash Cleanser is really good. I mean, this is not the first year I've tried this. This is probably the third year I've had, not this exact bottle, but I keep coming back to this one. It's my shower face wash, so I just put a little dot of it on my Clarisonic. It foams up really well, but it doesn't feel like it leaves a residue or stick or slick on your face. I like the scent. It's very, very light, and it just works well for me, nice and gentle. Okay, that Rose line, you guys knew I was gonna talk about this. If you are a follower of mine, you knew I was gonna talk about this. Again, this is not the first year I've used this, but it's just, their Rose line is pregnancy safe, so I feel comfortable using it. I've been pregnant pretty much the entire year, so it's just nice to know that this is a line I can go to and I don't have to worry about harsh chemicals or ingredients that are going to be harmful to me or my baby. This Rose serum is amazing, you guys. I use it day and night. It smells like rose, which is a bonus for me, but other than that, it just works so well. It hydrates my skin. I tend to have drier skin, especially in pregnancy, especially in the winter time and the fall time. So this is a perfect time of the year for me to use this. I definitely feel a difference, and I notice a difference when I stop using this. So every time I run out of a bottle, I kind of wait a week or two before I open a new bottle. In that week or two of time, I can notice a huge change in my skin. This just adds that extra layer of hydration without feeling greasy, and it's amazing. So that's good, especially layered with the Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. They did reformulate this year, so they made it even better with more hyaluronic acid, more hydrating ingredients, and they made it a lot better, you guys. It was good before, but now it's really, really good. So it smells like rose. It's like a light gel texture. If you're looking for a good face cream, I tend to use this one in the day, and then I use another one at nighttime. Okay, let's talk about hair care products here really quick. So one brand I want to talk about and I want to highlight, I fell in love with Dry Bar this year, you guys. I actually went to a Dry Bar and got like a blowout a few years ago, and it wasn't a bad experience, but I feel like it was kind of like a, that's it. Like, you know, it was kind of just like a meh. And then I tried their dry shampoo a few years ago, their original dry shampoo, hated the scent of it. So I was just kind of like not a fan of Dry Bar, if you know what I mean. And then I rediscovered it this year. Oh my God, they have come out with so many new products, so many new scents, and I love it. So the big one here is this blow dry brush. It's a hair dryer and a round brush all in one. Products like this used to terrify me. I've had no problem with it. I used to be afraid they would get like tangled in my hair. It doesn't. It doesn't get tangled in your hair. It dries your hair really well, and it kind of just gives it like that blowout effect, like a nice curled under, voluminous. I did a reel about it on my Instagram and I really like it. This is expensive. It's $150, so buying it during the sale is a really good idea for you to get that discount. So that actually came, when I bought it, it came with this full-size Hot Toddy heat protectant hair mist. I'm not a big fan of heat protectant mists. I feel like they typically leave my hair crunchy and sticky feeling. This doesn't. It doesn't at all. It's super, super fine. It has like this aerosol can. It has a nice scent to it too. It does not smell like their original dry shampoo. If you were like me and that original dry shampoo totally turned you off, it doesn't smell like that. It has its own scent to it. But yeah, it doesn't leave my hair crunchy or sticky, and it protects it. So I like to use it. Like today I used a curling wand and I sprayed this in my hair before I used it, and my hair is not crunchy or sticky or anything like that. Also, this Liquid Glass Miracle Soothing Sealant. So originally I wasn't too sure exactly like what this product was meant to do, but I've definitely noticed a difference between when I use it and when I don't use it. So this does have a heat protectant in it as well. You can never get enough protection for your hair. What this is really good at, you guys, is locking in the frizz. And living in the South with the humidity, I get some frizzy dang hair. I put this in before I dry it, and then kind of like the next day. It says it lasts 3 days, like 3 shampoo, like lasts through 3 washes. I don't know, on second day hair, third day hair, I'll spray a little bit on my hand, rub it like this, and just kind of smooth it through my hair, and it definitely helps with some of those flyaways and the frizzies and just makes my hair look a little bit smoother. I'm already this deep, I might as well, one more product, right? So Briogeo, I forgot I was gonna tell you guys about this. Clearly I love this product. My conditioner is down to here, my shampoo is down to here. It is almost gone. This is their Superfoods Mango and Cherry shampoo and conditioner. This stuff smells like a dream, you guys. It smells so stinking good. If you're a big fan of scented shampoos, this one has like a, kind of smells like herbal essences, but obviously a much better brand, much better for your hair. But it definitely leaves my hair smooth. The scent sticks around, so like the next day, third day, fourth day hair, even sometimes fifth day hair, I can still smell that mango and cherry scent. I like it. After I blow dry my hair, I feel like my hair is really soft, and I mean, clearly it's a good one. Okay, now I am done talking to you guys. I'm out of breath, I'm sweaty. I know this video is super duper long, but I kind of knew it was going to be. So I hope I gave you some good ideas for the Sephora sale. If this was a lot for you, I'm gonna narrow it down to my top 5 and film a quick top 5 video for you. I hope that you enjoyed. Happy shopping. Everything is gonna be linked in my description box down below for quick, easy access. And yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Bye!